Hey Scoli-Series, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm continuing to share my scoliosis journey from age 12 to 20 on episode 5 of my Scoli-Series. This video will be covering 3 points: how I was feeling with my daily exercises now integrated into my life, my transition to a new clinic called Hartley Chiropractic, and earth-shattering news I learned from this clinic. I had such a bad heart posture when it just came to doing my exercises. I was like, why me? Like, that was a question that frequently rang in my head that I would say out loud. And I even told my mom, I'm like, well, why don't my brothers have this? So I have 2 older brothers, and I'm the only one in my family with scoliosis. And so, like I said, I had the most horrible heart posture ever, saying, why me? Why does this have to happen to me? Why am I the only one doing this? And I can't even say that I felt alone, because that was one thing that my mom made sure that my whole family and I did. My mom quickly made sure, like, no, everyone is going to be a part of the scoliosis journey, whether they have scoliosis or not. So she made sure that my brothers helped me on and off my equipment, and my mom would strap me into my traction chair. So there was a lot of family involvement, and that really did help, because although I was the only one with this disability, it felt like everyone was a part of my scoliosis journey. So that helped me. I still complain though. I still had this crappy heart posture. So yeah, honestly, that's it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, because there's really no other way to say that I was just like, I don't like this happening to me. So I moved to a new clinic that was closer to where my dad was stationed. So after Italy, he got stationed somewhere that was near Florida, that was like 1 or 2 hours away, and that was where treatment was held in, was Florida. So that's basically the reason why I moved to Hartley Chiropractic. I still go there. This is actually my doctor I go to, so it was beneficial for me. And the move from Restoration Chiropractic to Hartley Chiropractic was not that much different, because both are still under the organization Clear. So that was really good. So we didn't have to worry about new, treatment methods, new exercise equipment. Everything was literally the exact same besides the location. And obviously I was used to Restoration Chiropractic, so I would say that was like the only difference. Like, I was used to that family-oriented feel. I was used to knowing the staff and doctor personally. And so it was kind of different getting to know a new doctor, getting to know new staff. But outside of like the treatment program, it was the exact same. So that was actually really beneficial. We didn't have any anxiety there at all. So Dr. J, the doctor at Hartley Chiropractic, he took my x-rays when I went there, and I was actually a 70-degree curve, which means I did get a 3-degree curve reduction. So I used to be 73 degrees, but then obviously I went to Restoration Chiropractic. I did my intensive care for 6 weeks, and so I came out with a 3-degree reduction. So we knew that it was working, but obviously 3 degrees is only 3 degrees. So it was, not a lot at all, still very severe. And I'm going to put images up for you guys to see. So I have my own x-ray pictures right here. But as you can see, that 70 degree is very severe, and it's going over into my lungs, or not even into my lungs, but just over to my ribs. And then you can also see that physical deformity appear as well. So the picture of me standing up, my hip is nearly to my arm, if you can notice that. And then also my shoulders are slanted and tilted. And then even the picture of me just bending down, you can even kind of tell that my hip is raised, but then obviously the most, prominent thing in the picture is my hump, that hump back. So you can clearly tell that it's just really bad. And Dr. J explained to me it's only going to get worse. Like, you're only going to keep growing. Because I was 14 at the time, so I should have mentioned that. But when I went to Hartley Chiropractic, I was 14 now. And, I've been keeping up with my exercises, and everything like that. But I'm just growing. And when you grow, so does your spine. And so he explained to me it's only going to get worse from here. And this is kind of when I learned about that earth-shattering news. He found out that I was in ballet, and he said, you're going to actually have to stop ballet. And then he said, you're going to actually have to be put in a medical brace as well. I was distraught. Like, that is an understatement. the moment my mom and I went back into the hotel room, because we were staying in a hotel in Florida because we don't have any family around there. So we were staying in a hotel. The moment that I went back in that hotel room, I just was crying hysterically. Like, I was like, what's the point of doing non-surgical treatment when it's just as restrictive as surgery? That was literally my mindset, because the thing is, that's one of the biggest reasons why I didn't do spinal fusion, was because I'm like, look, like, I wouldn't be able to move, I'm going to be restrictive, but now I have Dr. J telling me like, hey, you're going to have to quit ballet, quit dance, what I love, and then he's also saying that you have to be put in this restrictive brace. And so I was just crying hysterically in the hotel room. And my mom, she has been amazing, a rock throughout my scoliosis journey and up until this point, obviously. But that moment, she realized that she did not know what to say to me to make me feel better. Like, I was just so over, I was crying. So she actually outsourced, which means she literally called Dr. J on the phone and put him on speakerphone. And I'm crying in the background, guys. Like, this is when I'm actually crying in the hotel room. She put him on the phone and she was just like, Dr. J, like, Anaya is just really distraught. Dr. J, he was completely understanding. And so he kind of knew how to talk me out of my depression. Because he knew how heartbroken I was about quitting dance, he said, you know what, Naya, because you are not in dance professionally, he's like, you just stay in dance. I'm not gonna have you quit dance because it's what you love. And he knew I wouldn't be like on it like 7 days a week just doing my ballet moves now. So that actually made me feel better. And this is obviously when I'm crying still, so I'm trying to like compose myself. I'm sniffling on the phone. But he did explain to me, he said, you are going to still need to wear that brace. Like, you need to be fitted for a medical brace. Like, your spine is just way too severe for it to be without a brace. And obviously you guys know from episode 1 that I was traumatized from bracing. And so hearing him say that, I still had that, you know, heart, like that distraught feel. But it definitely wasn't that feeling of hopelessness because I could still dance. So it was almost like he was giving me a little bit, saying, hey, you can dance, but what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to put that medical brace on. And so that did help me. And after I got done on the phone, my mom hung up, I did actually feel better. I'm pretty sure I stopped crying like fully. And I'm really glad that she outsourced. In the moment, I'm like, Ma, why are you putting someone on the phone? And I'm just crying like crazy. But I think it was really important, and that almost let me see that my mom was human as well. Because, you know, up until this point, I'm like, she's so strong. My mom knows exactly what to say. But she even admitted herself, like, she didn't know what to do in that moment. So she actually asked for help. And so for me to see support from just Dr. J coming in, that actually was like, made me feel better too. This does wrap up episode 5 of my Scoli-Series. Thank y'all for being just faithful watchers. I know this journey has been, you know, crazy with just riding along with me through this series with ups and downs life. So make sure to stay tuned in, because the next episode is going to be all about the brace. So if you have a brace, I'm going to give you tips about it, the heart-learned truth, and just how I overcame it. All right, bye guys.